Hey everyone, this is Richard, CEO of altFINS. In today's trading video, I will cover Bitcoin and its approach to all-time high and what could be driving it and what's ahead of us there. Also, more indications and signs that the crypto market has, in fact, bullishly reversed its downtrend to an uptrend in the recent couple of months. And also some catalysts ahead of us for that to continue into what I think will be a big year-end rally that could extend into early 2025. We'll also touch on some of the meme coin mania, some of the larger meme coin market caps like DOGE, SHIB, WIF, and Bonk. And we'll also maybe look at, if we have time, a couple of trading ideas with inverse head and shoulder pattern. All right, so let's get started. I'm here on altFINS screener. Let's go ahead and take a look at Bitcoin. All right, so first of all, notice the trend here. Short-term trend, medium trend are up, strong up now. The long-term trend is still down. But I think that's changing as well, especially now that the price has broken above the 200-day moving average, which is a very bullish sign as well. And if we look at the performance of Bitcoin, but really other assets as well, as I said, it appears that the markets have bottomed out really in early August. Really specifically, August 5th seems to have been the bottom. And we've been going up ever since then. This month or last 30 days, Bitcoin is up 15%, Ethereum up 14%, right? And the last week up 9 and 8%. And some of the altcoins are ripping as well, particularly AI coins like Sui and BitSensor. Well, sorry, Sui is not an AI coin, but it's really a layer 1 network. But BitSensor is up big. Fetch AI is also up big. Those two are AI theme coins, and of course the meme coins like Shiba is up 40%. A number of others as well. So the markets have clearly bounced. We had talked about that and warned or alerted our members really since August that this bullish trend reversal is happening and to get involved. But we still have I think fair amount of upside ahead of us. If we look at what the 52 weeks highs and how far we are from not 52-week highs but also all-time highs. Let's go under price here and add these columns. All-time high price, how far are we from all-time high? And we can also say 52-week high, and how far are we from that? Okay, so if we look at Bitcoin, we're down only 8% from the all-time high of 73,000 or so, close to 74,000. Ethereum still got a long ways, 45% below its all-time high from way back in 2021. I do think that Ethereum will outperform Bitcoin in the next 12 months. It's got more upside. In terms of some of the other assets, Binance is down 17% from all-time high, right? So, but a number of assets, Solana down 40% from all-time high, XRP down 84% from all-time high. So, if you look at potential upside, we still got 30 to 100% potential upside to get to the all-time highs for some of these assets, and so I think that it's still not too late to get involved. If you look at the trends, right, Bitcoin is in a strong uptrend. Ethereum is kind of a mixed picture still. Binance coin in a strong uptrend or uptrend across the board. So we're seeing the trends reverse for some assets already, and others are in the process. So getting back to Bitcoin, we actually have a technical analysis for this asset, one of 65 that we keep. And there were two things that happened recently. Here's that drawdown here on August 5th. That was the bottom. This was a beautiful dragonfly pattern, candlestick pattern with a long down wick, followed by an up green candle. Anyway, so that was one of the indications of bottoming, at least temporarily bottoming, but that's continued with some ups and downs. It broke out of the symmetrical triangle recently, and even more recently now it's broken through the 200-day moving average, which also aligns with about $64,000 level resistance zone. All right, and it looks like we're making another higher high, right? An uptrend, a book, sort of a book definition of an uptrend is a series of higher highs and higher lows, and we're seeing that in Bitcoin. And so now that we've cleared that resistance zone, I think the next one is about 72,000 or 73, 74 is the all-time high. So we've got another 10% to go, I think, on this upswing. It's not overbought yet. The RSI is still below 70, so we could totally go above 70 for a few days before we get to an overbought condition and maybe some pullback. So I think Bitcoin is looking really good. In terms of what's driving it fundamentally, there's a number of things that I think have happened. Among the primary, I think, catalysts is that the central banks around the world really are cutting interest rates, right? And that's a monetary easing environment that's beneficial or positive for risk assets across the board, especially equities and cryptocurrencies as well. If you look at what's doing, what are central banks like the Fed, US Fed in the US, UK Central Bank, the European Central Bank, Canadian, even now most recently the Chinese, they're all cutting interest rates and trying to continue their monetary easing now after years of monetary tightening. And so that should definitely help the valuations of risk assets. I think for Bitcoin, also last week, we've learned that the Mt. Gox distribution of Bitcoin has been postponed but for a year. And this was one of the overhangs during the summer that I think pressured Bitcoin price lower. And we're also seeing some solid buying from of the Bitcoin ETFs in the recent weeks. Here's a chart of the ETF inflows, net inflows. So anything above zero is a positive inflow. Anything below this line is an outflow. And I think, as you can see, really since the beginning of September, we've seen mostly net inflows. So more buying of Bitcoin ETFs than selling, which obviously also creates buying pressure on the underlying spot BTC as well. So a number of positive fundamental reasons why Bitcoin is moving higher. I didn't mention also positive commentary from BlackRock, the largest asset management in the world, talking about how Bitcoin is a great portfolio diversification component, and that they recommend some allocation to Bitcoin in investors' portfolios as well. Now, in terms of some of the other names that I mentioned, Memecoins, you can find, by the way, we have, if you wanted to just look for Memecoins, we have a category of several categories of meme coins that you can find in the screener filters. So you can find celebrity memes, general memes, political memes, and so on. So also an easy way to find some memes that you may be interested in adding to your portfolio. But memes have really been leading the altcoins rally. Oh, looks like I didn't actually add. My bad. Category, meme, add filter. Here we go. Yeah, so the meme coins have been leading the rally. If we look at Shiba, you know, it's had a nice move. PEPE as well. Let's look at the performance here. Right, in the last month, Shiba is up 40%, PEPE is up 44%, WIF or dog with that with hat is up 72%, and so on. Flocky maybe lagging, but let's take a look at Shiba. For some of these, actually, we have also technical analyses that you can find here in the screener, but you can also find them under the technical analysis section right here. So this is a really good way to save time because it already highlights where the resistance support zones are, if there's any patterns, breakouts, and so on. In the case of Shiba, you know, it's had a nice breakout of the falling wedge pattern, and you know it's now approaching again a resistance, which also lines up with the 200-day moving average. So here right now we're actually at a neutral in terms of our near-term outlook because it's approaching that resistance. So what we want to see is either a pullback to this support level where we would once again enter the trade with potential sort of 25-30% upside back to this resistance, or if the price does break above this resistance area, then that would be a huge breakout with the potential upside to the next resistance area. So that would be another 25% potential gain. So we're now looking for either the price to break through this resistance or pull back to the support level. If I want to stay on top of this, then I would say that I'll set up an alert, say alert me when the price breaks through the resistance of 21, I think was the resistance there. Let's check again. Yes. 4 zeros and 21. So get back to the alerts here. Yep. Break above 200-day average. Upside to 26. All right. So that's one way to stay on top of this trading opportunity. I could also set up another alert that says alert me when the price pulls back to that support level. Okay. Buying opportunity at support. All right, let's take a look at what PEPE is doing. Okay, technical analysis. Okay, we've had a bullish outlook here. Right, it's trading in a channel up pattern. But if I'm correct, I believe it's moved up quite a bit just in the last day or so. Okay, so but still looks like it should be headed to this next resistance here, which is also the channel trend line up here. So we're looking at still at some decent potential upside. In terms of WIF, now we've got a neutral rating because it's approaching resistance. Let's take a look. Right, so $3 is the resistance area. This is where it got rejected back in August. So we're waiting for either the price to pull back to $2 for another swing trade entry, or break through the $3 resistance, in which case the price could rally to $3.75 next. And that's also something that we mentioned in our trade setup. So again, these technical analyses or trade setup, as we call them sometimes, are really good starting points for your own technical analyses or trade idea generation. It's also a great tool to learn how to do technical analyses. Now, another one that I wanted to mention is DOGE. And let's see DOGE here. So this one, as you can see, big green candle today. So it's also now reaching that target of ours. Let's take a look at technical analysis. Right, we have a neutral to channel up pattern, but right now the price is really close now to that horizontal resistance of about 13 cents, and it's also close to that 200-day moving average as well. So this is a stiff resistance area. I would be waiting for the price either to break out of this and then head to 17 cents, or get rejected here and pull back and buy it back again close to that channel support trend line, maybe around 11 cents. So again here, I think that we're waiting now for, after nice gains, waiting for the right entry opportunity. Now, lastly, what I wanted to show you is also some trading patterns. One of the most highest success rate patterns is inverse head and shoulders. And I did notice today that there are a couple of trade setups that have emerged with this pattern. One is with Kava, the other one is ApeCoin, right? And the idea is that price is likely to, this is an inverse head and shoulders pattern, and its price is likely to basically have a bullish price action from here on. Okay, so another way to find some interesting trading ideas is to leverage the AI generated chart patterns. You can find them here in the screener, but you can also find them on the chart patterns section here as well. All right, everyone, I hope this has been helpful. Keep in mind that this video was for informational purposes only and not meant to be financial advice. Do your own research. Thank you and good luck trading.